Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat the Hexe Marie boss fight in Crimson Desert. I don't think they playtested this boss as it has way too much health and some very annoying attacks, but I'll show you the best strategies here to make this fight so much easier. So, another thing is if you're fighting her in the overworld, focus on destroying the totems because that's how you're going to actually get to the real fight. So, the first thing, Blinding Flash Finisher is extremely effective here because it hits in a huge area of effect here. It can knock out some of the extra summons that she brings in, but it also stuns her, and that's what's really good about it. So using Blinding Flash with R1 and L1, you can actually take her out of some of her attacks. So this is one of the more powerful attacks, but also the R1 plus R2 attack, or right bumper, right trigger, is extremely effective. You're typically going to want to use both of these, and if you're able to make food that has some extra spirit that it gives to you, this is going to be really useful because, face it, you're going to be healing yourself in this fight. It is extremely overtuned, and it'll likely get nerfed at some point, but yeah, you do need to take a lot of consideration into bringing some heals to this fight because it's a tough one. Now, one of the things is you can get in really close to her and kind of pressure her that way, but if you're from a distance, it's best to use that Blinding Flash Finisher skill just to be able to close the gap like that. She does have this really annoying range attack that she'll use, and actually the tree is a good way to block from it. Whenever she summons in all the clay soldiers here, it's actually best to try and deal with them and try to isolate her from them if you can get a bit of a getaway and run behind the tree there to destroy it. But as you saw there, Blinding Flash Finisher is another really powerful skill because you can oftentimes hit all of them at once and then you release a wave afterwards. But you can keep seeing it. She gets stunned out of this often. It's an easy way to get that critical attack in, which you're able to likely get 2 of those in this fight. And whenever that happens, press R1 and R2 to do that charge attack there to the critical attack. It just does so much more damage. So we're typically going to be flowing between those two there. You can also use your shield to close the gap between you and her, and you can block some of her attacks, although I just found it a bit annoying because it does go through your stamina really quickly. You saw that Blinding Flash Finisher missed for whatever reason, but we followed up with another one here, and that worked very well. Now, once we get to the second phase, she does have a lot more attacks that she'll end up doing, so she ends up pulling out the Raven attacks here, and she has a big area of effect that she'll end up doing somewhat frequently. Whenever she's pulling out the Ravens like this, she's going to teleport multiple times, and again, it's just best to use the tree to block those. Don't get too close to the tree though, because she will jump into the tree, and then she has like the most annoying angle at you, so she can end up hitting you. So when you're playing defensively, you're going to run around it, but don't go up onto that section there, or else she gets the advantage. Now you can see there she did that huge wave attack, but we were able to go into our Blinding Flash and kind of just ignore all of that. So that is why this attack here, it works very well. I also have the Darkbringer Greatsword, the Adam's Orbs on my weapon there, and I found that worked very well, as it gave us just a bit of extra damage on her sword. I'm just using the regular old sword that you get from the start of the game. Nothing super crazy about it, just threw the Ravens on and the Adam's Orbs. I'm not sure if the Ravens do a whole lot of damage because that's kind of her theme as well, but that just ended up being the weapons that I found worked best for this. But you want to try and use the charge attack there very often, just because of the amount of damage you get from that, and follow up the Blinding Flash Finisher, and you'll be able to take down Hexe Marie in Crimson Desert. This boss is really painful, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and subscribe if this is useful.